The world was covered with water. One day, a feather was floating on the water, and it was transformed into eagle. Eagle was chief. Later, he was joined by coyote and a powerful companion of hummingbird. This is why Mount Umunum is important to our people. It is along with the other mountaintops that became the first areas of dry land before people came into this world.
I think the Guadalupe River Park is so important for so many reasons. Until the last couple of years, I wasn't really immersed outside of just using the trail to get through, San Jose all the way to the peninsula. The river contributes a lot just in access. And then once you're here and you're able to really just saturate yourself in an area on the river, you'll realize that it's an oasis. And I can't help but to think, before we were here and invaded the area, what this river really represented at one point.
Parks were by far the most common way the citizens of San Jose interact with their city government. Over 90% of people visit a park at least once a month or more. One of the main reasons why the park remains underinvested is that a sense of place and the community's connection to it hasn't been seen as a way to uplift community. When people view parks, they'll view it almost as just recreation and then an expense on a budget line. We have a culture of underinvestment in our places. Parks serve so much more. We believed that before the pandemic, but it's a lot more obvious now.
So the reason why we started working with the GRPC is we wanted to start producing work along the trail to create the Bay Area's first longest public art corridor. But with that also came the education of what's going on the trail. There's the natural environment, there's the multiple plants and animals that thrive along the trail, and then there's something to be said with the unhoused that are currently living there as well.
One of the things that we tried to do when we came into the artist in residency program was we were really deliberate about the fact, well, one, we were in a pandemic, so we had the opportunity to focus exclusively on local artists.
We always want to go big, and we were able to at the least produce 3 murals during the pandemic, starting with Roanne Victor. Roanne is an esteemed friend and colleague and an artist that I've been working with through Empire 7 Studios for many years now. Christina McCarty was our second artist. We provided her the first opportunity to go really big. She painted over 2,000 square feet of wall, which is extremely ambitious. Alfonso Salazar is a local artist as well. A well-seasoned artist. He's in his 60s. Sorry, Alfonso. The public art that we produce is for the public. And once we go, it remains there and hopefully stimulates and improves the quality of life for people.
What makes the artwork special that we're trying to bring to the Conservancy is a real effort on our part to try and tell the story that feels inclusive of what San Jose actually is, what San Jose was in the past, and kind of what we hope it will be in the future.
The murals themselves are very vibrant, but they also brighten up darker sections of the trail. And they work to connect not only the park, but people to each other.
There is that feeling of trauma along the river. We wanted to start bringing that positive light. One of the things that we have been talking about is doing a blessing of the river.
Why it's so important to honor and pay homage to the river itself is to connect with earth and to connect with the soil. It was really unique and important for us to dig deeper and go back to the first inhabitants and the first stewards of these lands. Including the Muwekma Ohlone tribe into one of our projects was particularly very special. For us, it's just embedding ourselves in what really is important information and knowledge from our backyard as inhabitants of what is now San Jose.
Why are we not federally recognized? Because the tribe had previous recognition. There was one specific site that I can remember as a young child, and it's the old Holiday Inn site. Elders of the tribe went to the site to, reclaim the ancestors that were being uncovered, and we were told, we don't exist. We're extinct. There is no more Ohlones here. When they say, well, you're not even a federally recognized tribe, you have no right to reclaim your ancestors. And that was the pivoting point for our tribe, our elders, to say, hey, what do you mean? We were recognized at one point. I grew up with the struggles to protect our ancestors and being ignored. I carry that pain. And I hope, if I can't get this recognition status clarified, I hope that my children, the children of the members of the tribe, will continue those struggles like I have. Because of those ancestors that are depicted in that mural, we stayed together. It was a struggle, but we survived. And that's why that mural, the message on that mural is so important, because it screams to the community that we are here even after the struggles. We're here still.
This park gets upwards of 400,000 visitors a year. And so when you think about the opportunity to help create art in a place that has that much visibility, it starts to become extra special when you think about getting to tell the story of folks like the Muwekma, right, who have been very deliberately, politically, socially, and historically erased.
We are trying to reach a milestone of the longest creative art corridor, but in the process, I think we're creating something even greater, which is a community that prides itself on the assets that they have.